What's up, YouTube? It's Franklin here from Dual Humor, coming back with you. The first deck profile, actually, of the channel, and it's gonna be my deck profile. Yeah, I'm a big fan of SUBTERROR. I've been playing it for a couple of months, and I think this build is just about ready to be shown. I like it. I think I have a really good build for it, one of the best ones, highly competitive. Yeah, let's just get into it, guys. So starting out, 3 ofs, 3 gurus. Obviously, the heart and soul of the deck. You have to play guru. Book of Moon, quick play Book of Moon if you control another guru. Searcher, yeah, you can't play less than 3, obviously. 3 Fiendus, hand trap, just as good as guru. Can call by it's like a Call of the Haunted when you not summon it. Some people don't know that. You just say Fiendus, activate the effect, flip it face down, and then get a guru or whatever SUBTERROR from your graveyard. It's very effective. The only downside it has to be sent to the graveyard when it activates its Solemn Judgment effect, and it doesn't destroy the card. So that's its only downside, but it's one of the best. And for the last SUBTERROR cards, obviously, are Uma's Trick. Some people say it's a brick. It's really good against Thunder Dragons. I don't say it's a brick. You need it sometimes, and it helps enable OTKs when you have 2 Final Battles and Guru on the field with him. And Archer, Searcher for Guru when it gets destroyed. It's also really good to out big boss monsters that you wouldn't be able to out normally. You can flip it face down and attack. If you have control of the SUBTERROR, it just shuffles right back into the deck. Hand traps. Obviously, you have to play hand traps for this control deck, and you play 3 Ash Blossoms. Standard, good against every deck, basically. And 2 Ghost Ogres. It's really good, this format, Ghost Ogre, and I would recommend playing it. It could pop some of the pendulum boards. It could pop multi-roll. Some decks can't. If you pop a monster, some decks are just like their turn ends. Very versatile, good against True Draco. Yeah, definitely play 2. Can't find a better hand trap to play instead of Ghost Ogre. And obviously 2 Phantasmes. Phantasme can be switched out for another hand trap if you want, or like maybe more consistency. It's a good draw card, and it's good against Sky Strikers and a lot of Link decks like Solomon Grades. I know it's a little expensive, so you could change it out for like Effect Veiler or another draw card like Upstart and stuff. But I recommend, if you have it, play it in SUBTERRORs. Yeah, it can contraindicate against with infinite permanence, but that's about it. And sometimes it doesn't really matter. You rarely see both of them in the same hand. All right, on to spells. 3 Hidden Cities, standard, Searcher. Can't play less than 3. And for the people who got it, 3 Extravagances. I know it's a little expensive. It's going down. It's gonna get reprinted. Don't worry about it in the near future. That's how Konami rolls now. But it's such a good card. You have to play it in SUBTERRORs. It makes your deck playable in this format, because the deck is really slow. Just how it runs, like it's a flip face down deck. So you would want to obviously play something that can speed it up. You don't use your extra deck. It's very rare that you use your extra deck, except for like super polys and stuff. So I recommend playing it if you have it. If not, just play Pot of Duality and something else, maybe like Upstarts and stuff to help you out. 2 Pot of Duality. I used to run 3, but I tend to see 3 I used to tend to see 2 in my opening hand, which sucks because you only can activate it once per turn. But I say 2 is the perfect ratio. You can run 3 if you're not playing Extravagances. But yeah, 2 is fine for me. Nice secret rare, first edition, Pot of Dualities as well. Next one is Terraforming. The 1-of would play more if it was legal to play more of it, but at 1. Obviously, searching out Hidden City is important for the deck. And then last spell cards are 2 Super Polys. Some people main 3. I main 2 because I usually see it when I don't want to see it, but it's a good card. Great this format. Helps you outboard it, especially if you're going second and you lose the die roll, which happens to me a lot of times. I lose the die roll, I see Super Poly, I could win. Some people are surprised when you main deck some. So most people prepare for it side deck wise, but not main deck. Not when you're going first round, first turn, first game of the match. People don't prepare for it, so they fall for it. All right, now on to traps. 3 final battles. People play 2 of it. I wouldn't play 2 of it. It's such a good card. You want to hard draw this all the time, because it's just like a mirror force basically for the deck. So yeah, it does everything, heart and soul of the deck. And 3 infinite impermanences. These could be effect builders, but infinite impermanence just does a little more for me, because it does the column negate as well, and it can activate from hand during your turn or your opponent, so it's good. It's a good card. Definitely a good card. 3, there can only be 1. Card's broken in this deck. One of the few decks that can actually run there can be only 1 and still play their combos. What can I say? Auto wins against Solomon Greats. Good against almost every deck but Sky Strikers, and even then Sky Strikers, it hinders its Link ability to switch out from Link monsters. So highly recommend playing There Can Only Be 1. Now for a little bit of the spice and another floodgate, 2 lose 1 turns. Amazing card going first. You see it. It helps out. It's like another There Can Only Be 1, but it's more generic. It's less effective late game, but in the beginning of the game, if you see this, you win basically, because it basically slows down your opponent the same way that you are initially slowed down by setting your guru. So this card basically is like, it makes your opponent, it negates your opponent's monster and it puts in defense, and even if they're like links, it still negates their effect on summon. So they're not gonna get obviously set in defense, but they lose their effects, which hinders a lot of decks. So it's a good card. I definitely would run 2. And obviously for the big boys, 3 judgments, because it's judgment, and 2 strikes because I have space for strikes. 2 strikes because I have space for strikes. It's a really good card. Definitely recommend. There's a 42 card main deck. So on to the extra deck. Extra deck, very simple, mostly Super Poly targets. 2, 1 Cerberus, 1 Unicorn. Just in case if I get there, I can just pop back row if it's important to pop monsters. 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Swan. It's good against Lunalight Orcus. It's good against Fire Fist. There's a lot of like weird Beast Warrior decks as well that can run around, so just a 1 of. It's not that important. 1 Titan, good against Thunder Dragons, especially pure Thunder Dragons. 1 of the Platter Plants, never could say his name, Dragostifia or whatever. Good against Pendulums, good against Thunder Dragons, good against a lot of decks, so it's good to have. 1 Infernity Tiara. Infernity has been getting a lot of hype recently, so I would want to have something to out their big boards, and so Infernity Tiara is a good card for them, obviously. So yeah, definitely. And 2 Cyber Dragon Fortress Dragon, Chimeratech Fortress Dragon for Cyber Dragon Orcus. A lot of hype for Cyber Dragons as well right now, so it's good to have that. 2 Diplexer Chimera. It's good against any Cyber deck. I didn't just want to have 1 for Solomon Greats, the future of Solomon Greats, because it only affects Solomon Greats. Especially when Marinsa's getting new support later on, I do want to have something for them, as well as any other random Cyber deck that comes out. It's good. to have. And also when Cyber Assault, Ignition Assault comes out, the new I deck, this is gonna be really good against them as well. And then the one Solomon Gray Valiant Chimera for Solomon Grades, obviously. 2 Mud Dragons, doesn't come up as often as you would like, but there are times where I was playing against Sky Strikers and I had an extra Subterror card monster on the field, and I could just super poly their Earth Sky Striker with my Subterror card and make this guy, so it really helped, and it obviously prevented them from tagging out to Ray, so it's good. 1 Prank Kids Weather Washer, just because I never bothered to read Prank Kids cards. Unfortunately, I was just, there's just too much text for me, so I just had this just in case for that one Prank Kid at like regionals or locals, just to like say no to their thing, and yeah, it's really good. And then last one, Invoke Macabre for those Invoke players. Yeah. On to side deck now. Side deck is a little bit spicy. It's not too spicy, you know, it's more for prevention stuff. So 2 Sphere Mode. Standard, good against any deck that wants to play around. Super poly. So, and then 3 Evenly Matched. I don't really see it that often, but it's good against True Draco, good against mirror matches, and it's good against Altergeist particularly. So I always side deck 3 just in case for those matchups. 2 Prankatops. I didn't have space for the third one. Good card, good against Sky Striker, good against any back row deck. Obviously, it's a staple in the side deck. The 1 Super Poly, because I need to run all 3, obviously, just in case. 1 Imperial Order, good against Sky Striker. It comes up sometimes, you see it, it's really good. Some Spice, Anti-Spell Fragrance, good against Pendulum, good against Sky Striker. You see it opening board, it's auto win against Sky Striker or Pendulums. So yeah, really good. 2 Typhoons, card that doesn't see a lot of play now, but I don't know why. It's really good. It's like a hand trap when they have 2 spell traps on the field, and it's not called by the Graveable, so it's really good. I've done it plenty of times against True Draco. Any deck that's really field spell reliant, this is a good card to use. It's good against Sky Striker for the multi-roll. I don't know why it's not in more people's side deck, but it's really good. And the last but not least, some Spice, Compulse. I've seen it in some Subterror decks. Some of them don't play it. Some of them main deck it. I prefer to side deck it for some matchups, especially against like stun, like Expected Border stun or Mystic Mind. This is really good because you could just, when you have a Guru and they activate Mystic Mind, at the end phase, you could just chain Compulse, put your Guru back, and obviously the Mystic Mind is destroyed. So yeah, it's really good. And that's it, guys. That is my Subterror deck, side deck, main deck, and extra deck. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I'll definitely look into it and try it out, okay? And yeah, if you want to see any other deck profiles or any suggestions for any future decks, please let me know in the comment sections below. Hit the like button, subscribe for more deck profile skits and pack openings. And this is Franklin from Do Humor signing out. Peace.